This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
You ever had one of those mornings? Just Murphy's Law?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I'm already a little under the weather. I couldn't find my regular, the coffee mug I always bring in here that I have, I've had for the last 3 years.
Your white one?
Yeah, the white one.
Yeah.
I lost it, I think, over the holidays. Don't know where it is. So I brought another one that is a beautiful mug, but it's a little bit too big. It doesn't fit in my cup holder in the car.
Oh,
It's too big. And I'm like, oh, no, this is a problem. I go, okay, you know what? I'm in the car this morning. I'll just put it on the passenger mat.
Like on the floor?
Yeah, because I had nowhere else to put it. I knew it, admittedly, not the best idea. I brought this on myself.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, I'll just drive carefully to work. Of course, I immediately forgot. And in a parking garage, I got to go up 6 levels. The first big turn I pull to go up the ramp, I see the thing tip over.
No!
And it's got a small opening from where you drink from. So I just see it slowly pouring out. But it's too far for me to reach. And I'm on a parking ramp, so I can't just stop.
No!
So I'm watching it pour out in real time, little by little by little, until it's empty. And I don't know what I'm more upset about. The fact that my passenger side mat now has a massive brown stain on it.
Oh, no.
Or that I have no caffeine this morning.
Oh, no. Okay, I think you should be more upset about the car because I can hook you up with some caffeine in a little bit. In an hour, I can hook you up.
Right. The cafeteria opens up here at 7 o'clock. Yeah. But I started the day, too, full of vim and vigor. I was all trying to be chipper. It's going to be a good day. And then that happens.
And it's there's nothing you can do in that moment. And, you can choose to decide that this is going to be sort of setting the tone for the rest of the day. Or you can say, these things happen. And now my car smells like coffee with a little hint of rotten cream.
Yeah, it actually smelled pretty good this morning. I don't know how it's going to smell post-show after it's been just sitting there cooking for
marinating
6 hours.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to let it ruin my day.
Okay.
Because we all face these things. And I want to know, what are your not going to let it ruin my day stories? You're having a day, something happened in the morning.
Yep.
And you chose to not let it ruin your day.
I like that because we've all woken up on the wrong side of the bed with something happening or, when everything that could go wrong does go wrong. We've all been there. Mm-hmm. And then you can choose to focus on it. And then guess what? More bad things happen.
Yeah.
That's usually the way it goes.
Sometimes the only thing you have control over is your attitude. And I'm choosing to be positive whilst decaffeinated.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you without caffeine, you're pretty great.
Really?
Yeah, you're awesome so far.
Okay, because I have a caffeine withdrawal headache. I definitely need some. Just pump it into my veins.
Okay.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
And poor Gurdeep, you dropped your coffee all over your car.
Car's messed up, got no coffee, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day because these things happen. These things happen. We want to know, what are your not going to let it ruin my day stories? Breakfast Television's Frankie Flowers. Help me out.
So after doing 20 years of early mornings on breakfast television, I have 20 years of stupidness that has happened. Everything from walking into walls to spilling coffee. So what I've learned to do is to laugh at myself.
Nice.
And I laugh at myself on average per week, probably 6 to 7 times. That's how dumb I am.
That's how much we laugh at you per week, too.
It's true. We're laughing at you right now.
Yeah. Man,
Frankie.
walking into a wall is the worst. When you turn quickly to leave and then all of a sudden there's a wall there, and you've been living in that house for 5 years, you're like, how did that wall get there?
Look up from your phone, Frankie. Get off TikTok.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
from 98.1 CHFI.
So if you are a gym rat, you love to feel the burn during a workout, this is definitely not for you. This is where you probably just, ignore
Do you
what I'm about to
yourself
say.
a gym rat because you go to the gym once in a while?
Definitely not.
Okay.
No. I guess a gym rat would be there all the time. I'm more like I'm like a gym cricket. Sometimes I come out at night. I make some sounds and then I leave. That kind of thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this is not for you. If you're somebody who's hardcore into fitness, this is definitely not for you. I am somebody who I struggle with being active. I know I should be. I want to be. I care about my heart health. I care about aging so that everything doesn't hurt. So it's important. And, building muscle mass and all that stuff is very important. But I'd want to do as little as possible.
Right.
I'm not gonna
nothing.
lie.
Yeah.
If there's a lazy way to do it, I want to know about it.
Okay.
And that is
So that's what this is.
This is.
Yeah.
So don't judge me. This is only for the people who are like, you know what? I really don't do much.
Right.
But something is better than nothing.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from an actual fitness expert who is calling this the lazy workout.
I don't trust I don't trust any of your professionals.
You are so suspicious.
Okay, go ahead.
She's an expert. She must know what she's talking about. She says the first thing that you do that's very easy is increase your water intake.
Okay.
Okay, that's a simple one because if you drink 20 ounces of water on an empty stomach, so the very first thing you do when you wake up, drink that much water, it actually will curb your appetite.
Okay.
That actually does help. And they've done studies where they found that people who drink water and more water, they burn more calories as well. So that is
Drink
just
water.
something that's easy. You want to
Okay.
talk about lazy? All I'm saying is drink water.
Okay.
Okay. I'm already doing that. So that's good. Next on the list, when you are streaming and watching, your favorite show, like maybe you're binge watching your favorite show on your streaming app,
Yeah.
right? Buy or don't buy the package that is ad free. Have the ads on purpose because then you use the ads as an excuse to like maybe stand up and do a squat, right? Until your show comes back.
I thought you were going to be like, while you're streaming, get a treadmill.
No, that's
Do
too
a
much.
squat during the commercial?
Producer Steph, that you're doing too much. Okay. This is just, you're watching your show. The ad is running anyway. That's the time to get up, maybe do some jumping jacks, right? Some squats. Just
This
something
is like girl math.
easy.
So you're not buying the package to get rid of the ads. You're not buying a gym membership, but you have the ads. You're saving money and working out.
Thank you very much. Thank you for doing that math for me.
You're welcome.
But it is just that simple. Look, what would I be doing if I didn't get up and do the squat? I would be doing nothing. Something is better than nothing. And then this expert also says that you can buy those inexpensive resistance bands.
Yeah.
And that even while you're watching a show, you can do like hip thrusts or
But will you be
kickbacks.
doing this while you're watching your shows and you're so involved in your reality TV?
I mean, I really enjoy watching TV.
Right.
So I feel like I got to take something I really enjoy and then find a way to also be active. Because I can go down the rabbit hole. I could be like streaming for a long time.
But
During
when
the
you
holidays,
have like all your snacks and stuff on the couch with you watching, you're going to get up and do a squat or use your bands?
I mean, you probably should not be snacking.
But you probably are. I'm so glad Gurdeep isn't here for this.
Yeah, he would definitely be making fun of me on this one. All right. Hopefully this helps the people who do very little to do a little bit more.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
You've heard of ChatGPT by now, right? Mm-hmm. Now there's a new AI assistant. It's free. It's called DeepSeek, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, this one is interesting for many reasons. So this one's out of China. It's a AI assistant, yes, just like ChatGPT. This thing caused a massive tumble for a lot of tech stocks on the stock market yesterday, including NVIDIA, who's like the biggest chip maker, and their stock has soared over the last few years. They had like their biggest single-day loss ever, dropped like 17%. Okay, so Microsoft and Meta, they've announced that they're going to be spending like $80 billion on AI infrastructure over the next several years.
We keep hearing it's the future. It's moving so rapidly. We
Yeah.
know that we know it's expensive, and we know that it's not going to be long before we start to see more, but it's one of those things where it's the Wild West. Like, you really don't know.
Yeah, and the Western world has made a pretty emphatic claim of saying, like, we are the leaders in this. Like, Donald Trump announced this new Stargate thing, which is $500 billion private investment in AI. Like, the U.S. is sort of pounding their chest saying, we are leading in this. But what DeepSeek has done, they've come out and said, we built this ChatGPT competitor, and we did it in a couple of months, and we did it for $6 million. Million with an M, not with a B. And I think this caused everyone to panic yesterday going, oh, wait, maybe the Western world isn't the leader here. Maybe China is actually way out in front. And this led to a lot of sell-off yesterday. Here's the caveat, though. No one's seen DeepSeek's books, so we're just taking them on their word that they did this in 2 or 3 months and
There's no way
only spent $6 million.
You can't verify this. It's coming from China. They're saying this.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that. But I guess it does raise questions about if it's not as much money or not as much energy to create this, then, our ideas of AI are also changing.
Yeah, and maybe U.S. has a lot of catching up to do instead of being in front. I don't know what this all means. We'll see what happens in the market today. We'll see what fallout comes of this, but it's fascinating.
I'll tell you what it means for me. I am so a creature of habit that I'm still going to use ChatGPT because that's what I know and I use it all the time.
Absolutely.
And that's the one I'm going to use.
And also, there's also some privacy concerns about certain apps coming out of China as well. So I think it's going to have to be really good for people to use it, kind of like TikTok. We'll see.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Shout out to all my pet people. If you got a pet, I'm wondering, what is something uniquely weird your pet does? We want to hear from you, 416-872-CHFI. I feel like all pets do. Like, they're like humans. Everyone, they have little idiosyncrasies
Little
and just
quirks.
do weird stuff. Coffee licks her. She's got like a nice big bed. And before she gets in the bed, she'll kind of like sniff it out a little and then she'll start licking it.
Whoa.
She licks her bed a bunch. And then after she sufficiently licked it, she will then get on the bed and get into her little doggy donut position.
Is this one of those like, see daddy do and then she copies you?
No.
Is this what you're doing before you get in bed?
Give me a little credit. That was one time. We talked about this.
So she licks her bed. Is it one of those things where like, remember when we were kids and you didn't want somebody to have like the last cupcake, so then you licked it? Right? Is that what she's doing?
I never thought of it that way. Like it's like a marking a territory
Yeah,
thing.
like it's mine.
Maybe, because sometimes to bug her, I'll like go lay in her bed because her bed is huge. Like I can fit in it.
What?
Like, so I'll just go like lay in her bed to see if it bothers her, and it doesn't. Like,
Wait, so hold on. We're talking about what pets do that's weird, not what, doggy daddies do.
That's for another
weird.
show.
Okay.
That's for
Because
another
you're
show.
lying in your dog's bed. That I would constitute that as weird, but okay, sure.
I've witnessed other. That's fair. I've witnessed other dogs, friends' dogs, that would lick electrical outlets.
Oh,
And I was like,
seems dangerous.
your dog's licking the electrical outlet. They're like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, that's what she does. It's like, okay. And then another friend's dog will sleep half in and half out of their bed.
Oh
So
my
half their body will be
goodness.
on the bed, half the body will be hanging off the bed. And I'm like, that's your position?
That is so cute. See, this is why you say they're like Pixar characters, because this is like hours of entertainment.
Yes. I also think Coffee is part cat. She'll always try and find the tallest thing she can climb up on. Like she'll walk on the back of the couch.
Oh.
And just like perch herself up like as high as she can. I'm like, that's what cats do. What are you doing?
I don't know Coffee the Pooch the way you do, as intimately as you do, but I will tell you that every time I see her, the fact that the first thing she does is like roll over and like have her belly out so that I can give her a belly rub.
Yep.
Like if a human was to do that,
What's the human equivalent of asking for a belly rub?
like
a massage?
a massage, but like
That'd be
just coming over
super-
to your place and just like lying down and be
Be
like, I'm
super
ready.
creepy. You just start gearing down, lay out on the table. Like, I'm ready for my massage.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is not what we do.
And Coffee the Pooch's side eye is also something else I'm obsessed with because she is so good at it. You will do something, you'll be like, oh, my do your little baby voice.
Yeah.
And then she gives you the side eye, and it's amazing.
It's like I feel like she's really emoting.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
We're asking you, what is something uniquely weird your pet does? I love this text from Sue. Sue goes, the poo-poo dance.
What?
Finds a place to poo and then goes around in circles about 4 times and then goes poo-poo. LOL, Sue.
I love
Dogs
that.
do that. They will do the circling around before they...
Do you think it like helps get things going?
I feel like they're very particular about where they go. I'm like, it's all the same. Just especially when it's minus 40. I'm like, just go. Yeah.
Jen writing us, good morning. My 6-year-old shepherd, Max, before he lies down on his bed, he takes his nose, sticks in the crack between the base and the back, and then goes around the bed with his nose stuck in the crack. What?
That is wild. We got to get some cat love in here, too. This person texting in saying, my cat likes to lick fresh washed wet hair.
Huh?
So when you come out of the shower, your cat's just licking your hair.
Oh, wow. You might have to wash it again.
We have so many texts on the text line. This is crazy. I love this text. It says, I have 3 weird dogs. My weirdest one, Wizard, likes to lay underneath my other dog. So if he gets scared or he just wants to be annoying, he'll go and try to crawl underneath him and wear him like a coat. They're both about 40 pounds for collies.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, here's another one. Juno will put a pile of snow in a big heap and then jump in it and roll around in it. It's so funny. She's a black dog and then turns herself white.
Oh, that's awesome. I love when
cute.
dogs play this. No, that's the best. Our cat flushes what? Our cat flushes the toilet every night and jumps on the seat to watch the water go down. Gets annoying sometimes.
All night your toilet is flushing?
Why does he like to watch the water go down? That's so strange.
Oh my goodness. Our cat Juno will knock anything round off the counter. Apple, orange, Lindt chocolate, really anything that rolls, pen, pill bottle, glass. Just don't bother putting anything on the counter because
Okay. Juno's
Juno's going to knock it out.
Juno just sounds like he's being a jerk. This one coming in saying, my boxer was very particular about food. We fed a partially raw diet, but she would only eat raw meat if it was heated in the microwave for 30 seconds, not any more or less. If it was too hot or not hot enough, he wouldn't eat it.
Oh my goodness, so
Wow.
particular. Wow. Our dog Chiquito's rear leg seems to move faster than his front. When we take him for a walk, he walks on an angle and it looks like his behind wants to pass him.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I have a ginger doll-faced Persian cat and a toy Australian shepherd. When the dog goes out for a walk and it's really cold, the cat grooms the dog when he gets back inside, licks his whole body, carefully returning his fur to normal. That's Joe from Brampton.
My husband tries to do that, but I just, I'm fine. I'm good. I can get warm on my own. Another text here. My dog gets excited when I vacuum. Oh, I thought dogs didn't like
They
vacuums.
generally don't.
He follows me around and likes it when I vacuum him.
Oh, I've seen a couple dogs on Instagram that actually like being vacuumed.
Wow.
Yeah.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Today's National Handwriting Day. This is definitely a bit of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is. And I know that there was a cursive was taken out of schools and it was brought back. But at the end of the day, there was something so special about getting a handwritten letter in the mail. Do you remember when that happened?
Totally. Or like a love note in class, and it's like someone who has that nice, cute, like bubble writing.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, that's so nice because my penmanship's so terrible. I really appreciate someone who can write
You don't
nicely.
have good penmanship because they do say
Horrible.
that like your handwriting says a lot about you.
Yeah, there's like people who do handwriting analysis and can
Yeah.
tell you. I'm always afraid because I'm like, are they going to tell me I'm insane?
All roads lead to sociopaths.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of.
That's what I'm afraid of too. Because I often, with my eyes, I do like a little bubble on my eyes.
That's nice. I like
And
that. Love a bubble.
People always say that's not a good sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something about being narcissistic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, we work in media. We probably all are a bit narcissistic.
I just think it's cutesy. That's why I do
I think
it.
it's cute too. I would appreciate a bubble on an eye.
Yeah.
I always say I have my report cards as a kid always said like conscientious student, like fits in well with others, good grades. Penmanship needs work. That was always the
Really?
Yeah, like because the joke was I have doctor's handwriting but not doctor's brains.
You know what? I will have to agree with you because sometimes on the show, we will write down notes throughout the show because for me, that's the only way I remember it. I'll
Yeah.
lose it if I don't actually write it down. And you've passed me some of your notes. I have no idea. I'm like, what does this
Now,
even
in fairness,
say?
I'm usually jotting them down pretty quickly here because it'll be like if a caller says something that sticks out, I'll scribble it.
Yeah.
I can write neat if I really try, but it's not like natural for me. I'll have to really make an effort.
But you can read your own handwriting? Because like even when I hand it back to you, you're like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, most of the time I can. Sometimes I'm like, what? Quidjibo? I will say there's something about a nice pen as well. You get like a nice ballpoint pen. I'm like,
Yes.
give me some papier. I want to write a note.
Some papier?
Yeah.
Okay, you took it too far.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
from 98.1 CHFI.
I smell amazing.
It smells
This-
amazing?
This microphone
that's
smells
me.
terrific. Oh, is it you?
It's me, yeah.
Well, lovely.
It's my vanilla perfume.
That's vanilla.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. You smell great.
Thanks.
I always think, is it a weird thing to tell a woman that she smells nice? Is it quite creepy?
A bit creepy. That's Louis Capaldi and producer Steph. You got to interview him.
Oh, he was so great.
And he loved the way you smelled because
Yeah.
you smell like vanilla.
Right when we sat down, he thought it was the microphone, I guess, because I had been setting everything up. And I'm like, no, it's me. And he was like, you smell amazing.
And then like it turned into you smell delicious.
Yeah.
And this is why I think this is very interesting. Is there's so many different scents out there. Apparently there is a scent for everything now. And recently Dunkin' Donuts collaborated with Native brand and like they make deodorant and
Yes.
a shampoo and conditioner. You might see it at Shoppers. They collaborated and they came out with like frosted donut scented, products, which sounds delicious. There's strawberry frosted, there's vanilla sprinkle,
Yes.
blueberry cobbler, Boston cream. But this is where it gets weird. It's like if someone smells you, are they like, I smell orange cruller with a hint of cinnamon. Like what do people say?
I've been standing in like bakeries or even in line up at the store and someone's like, why does it smell like pastries? And I'm like, sitting there, my boyfriend's will be like, it's you. And I'm like, I know, don't say anything.
So you actually buy this vanilla perfume. You want to smell like pastries.
I love vanilla. Like, I don't even smell it on me after a while. So then I forget. And then people say that. I'm like, oh my God, like you can still smell it?
Like, don't get me wrong. I love those scents too. But do we need to smell like
Yes.
the foods that we like? Like, can't we just eat the foods that we like and then
I don't
smell them
wanna
in the moment?
I don't want to smell like pastel forno, but I want to smell like vanilla, like cookie.
Wow. Funny you say that. So there's a site called Demeter. Maybe you've heard of them. It's
Yes,
a brand
I
as well.
love them.
They sell every scent you can think of. And I just went to their bestsellers page and I cannot believe some of these scents. Are you ready? Thunderstorm.
Yeah.
What does a thunderstorm smell like?
Smells like rain showers. Crisp
But
air.
angry.
Yeah, angry rain showers.
Dirt. Dirt is one of them. I know what dirt smells like, but why would
I
you
used to
want to
love,
smell like
but
dirt?
I loved smelling dirt. Like when you were a kid, and you were playing outside when it rained and that fresh smell. I don't want to smell like it.
I don't want to smell
but
that.
it is a nice like scent. When
Just
you go
wait till the
outside.
spring. It will
Okay.
be in the air, and then you can enjoy it there. Bottle it. Earthworm.
Yes, they also had one called fresh cut grass, which legit smelled like fresh cut grass.
That would just make me sneeze because
Yeah.
of my allergies. Kitten fur.
No,
What does
that would make
kitten
me
fur
sneeze.
Smell like?
Allergies. That's what that smells
if you're
like.
allergic. I like this one, paperback. So it smells like a paperback book.
I don't know if I'd want to smell like an old
Just
book,
like an
though.
old book. Yeah. You smell great. You smell like you remind me of an old book.
You remind me of my elementary school library.
Yeah. And here's my favorite one, and it's on the bestseller list. Funeral home.
No.
Funeral home. Why? Why would
No,
you
I
want
guess,
to
is it
smell like a funeral home?
flowers? Like I'm hoping it's like the flowers at the funeral home.
I'm hoping. Yeah, it's not like whatever it is that they use to embalm you. I don't know whatever that smell is.
No,
I know.
I'm thinking it's more, I guess the flowers.
I guess, look, whatever you're into, if it's freshly cut grass, a lot of people like the smell of gasoline, and that's a bit
but
weird.
I don't want to smell like it.
But in a perfume, in your deodorant, I don't know. You tell us. If there's a weird scent that you're really obsessed with, I want to know about it. Like so much so that
Listen,
you want to wear it.
Louis Capaldi liked how I smelled, so I will always wear vanilla now. Anyway.
You smell delicious.
Yes, I do.
And now I'm hungry.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.